This is how you can get a quest for basically free. But before I continue this video, I have a massive warning. If you're lazy and you want a quest handed to you, click off this video. This video is only meant for people who want to put in the work to buy a quest, but if they have no money at the moment. Meaning we will start from nothing and eventually move up to even the quest 3. Now let's get started. Problem is you have no money and you want a quest. Maybe it could be the quest 2, quest 3, quest 3S. But the thing is, the quest 3 is about $500. The quest 3S is about $300. You open your wallet and nothing but a fly comes out of there. So this is how you can get a quest starting with no money, okay? A lot of you guys, if you're fortunate enough, you live with your parents and your parents are willing to pay you if you do them a favor. You know the saying, if you scratch their back, they'll scratch yours. This is when the grind begins. You start by asking your parents if there are any chores around the house that you can do for some money. Now, obviously, ain't nobody want to do chores, but you got to get your money up. So you can ask to mow the lawn for about $10 to $15, about $20. You can ask to wash the dishes. I know the dishes are the worst chore of all time. I mean, every time you touch the food on there, it makes me want to throw up. But regardless, you can ask to mop the entire floor of the house. Whatever it is, but you have to ask them to do something and do it for money. Now, when you get this money, when you get paid from your parents from doing chores, washing dishes, whatever, do not touch this money. I know we all got big backs. I know we all want food. I want food too, but you got to save the money because you want the quest, okay? And if you continue this for a while, you will be presented with 2 choices. Now, listen up, this is very important. The first choice, you can continue with this path, straight up just doing chores, and after a very long time, you'll be able to just reasonably afford a quest. Or you can go down another path. Now, this path is a little bit special, lucrative, requires a little bit of brain power, and it's a path that can help you earn a quest 2, quest 3, or a quest 3S. Depending on how well you do it. Now, it's time for the strat. You saved up some money from your parents by doing chores and whatnot. And this method would be a little bit better if you're a little bit older, if you're 14, 15, 16, 17 and older. If you're young, I prefer you do this with your parents. Do not do this alone. Now, we all know about Facebook, okay? They're the guys who made Meta. I mean, they are Meta. They're the ones who made the VR headset, who own the Quest, everything, okay? They have an app that old people use called Facebook. We know this already, yada, yada. In the app, though, there's a marketplace section that people go on to sell their old or used things for a cheaper price rather than buying it new. And then when you buy it for that cheaper price, when you get the thing, it's a little bit used, whatever, but beggars can't be choosers. Now, what I need you to do is find something you can flip on Facebook Marketplace. Now, what does flip mean? Flip means you buy something, let's say $20. You buy it from them for $20 and then you sell it to somebody else for $30, $40, or just an increased price, leaving you a profit. But the thing is, you can't just flip anything. It has to be something of value, something people need, and something people can't live without. Some things I do recommend are general electronics, regular Bluetooth headphones, controllers, or a piece of technology that has a purpose that will be used every day. And when you buy this, you have to make sure it works, okay? So if you buy an Xbox controller from Facebook Marketplace, you'll see them for about $30. You can then flip it, clean it if it's dirty, and then resell it for $40, $45. Right there's about $10 in profit. Then you move on from Xbox controllers to other things which are slightly more expensive after doing that for a while. What are some other things I'm talking about? Gaming monitors. They're very, very in demand, very popular. I mean, I would love a gaming monitor. I've seen gaming monitors, 240 hertz, gaming monitors, curved. People want these and they're cheaper and you can just grab them and flip them. People completely underprice these monitors. Wireless earbuds are also very popular. Everyone's looking for AirPod replacements. So then what do? You keep going, you keep flipping, you keep reselling things. And it gets to a point where you're flipping an Xbox Series S for like $200. You may not get to an Xbox Series S. And $10 of profit may not seem like a lot. But remember this, with consistency, you will literally get there eventually, depending on how much work you put in. Now, before we get to the payoff section, where I can talk about where you can get a quest, how much you can get a quest, and all that, I want to talk about top 3 mistakes to avoid when flipping. First of all, do not buy broken things. A lot of people will put stuff on a marketplace, and they say, here, I'm selling this thing, I'm selling a monitor, I'm selling the keyboard, I'm selling the mouse. And most of the time, you have no idea. You could just go up there, give them their cash, take the thing home, and try to use it, and then you realize the thing is completely busted, and you're an idiot for buying something that you didn't even test. Ask them to send a recording of the thing working. Okay, number 2, don't get too attached to anything you're flipping. There might be a chance where you flip something or you buy something and you're about to flip it, but you realize like low-key you kind of like it and it's nice and you never had something like it before. And 3, the third mistake is spending your profit too early. I know it might be nice to finally have some cash. You want to buy some small, you want to buy some food. Like, bro, I'm a big bag too. I understand. Like, I buy food every week. Now, finally is the payoff. Barely have enough money to buy a quest, but the problem here is not everyone will end up with the same amount of money. Some people will have $100, some people have $200. Some people will have $300. Here is what you can do at different price points and what kind of quests you can get for this amount. So if you've raised about $100, you can find plenty of used quest 2s. And not only can you find plenty of used quest 2s, a lot of them already have head straps that they bought secondhand. Extra money saved. That's like $30, $40 saved off of buying your own head strap. But you're probably thinking, I don't want the Quest 2. The Quest 2's old and slow, and I really want the Quest 3 and Quest 3S because they're the newest ones with color pass-through and all that. But let me tell you, you're completely wrong. I still have my Quest 2 to this day, and let me tell you, it still works. It's still being updated. There are a million games on the Quest 2 that I still have yet to touch that are also on the Quest 3. Now, if you've made a little bit more than that, like $250, $300, you can find used Quest 3S's on the used marketplace. But if you want to buy a Quest 3 on the used marketplace, I don't 100% recommend, because used Quest 3S's on the Facebook marketplace go for like $250, and there's a pretty high chance that the product may not work at all. So just go and find a refurbished one from Meta from themselves. They sell some for like $270. And if you want to buy a Quest 3, I mean, good luck with that one, bro. That thing is like $500. Let me tell you a very important rule when it comes to flipping or buying anything used. If the price is too good to be true, then it probably is, okay? But you can find used Quest 3S's, Quest 3s from Facebook if you really want that. But I would say a safe thing to buy that's used is a Quest 2. And you can get a Quest 2 for ridiculously cheap. If you follow this process and you work hard diligently and you're consistent and you don't give up, I can guarantee you will buy a Quest 2. If you work harder, you will be able to buy a Quest 3S. And if you work extremely hard and you keep going for an even longer period of time, you will be able to afford the Quest 3. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. Let me know if you're going to start this process, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.